Last one for the day. Yeah, Khushi is going to make a presentation on global capitalism and cultural hegemony, middle class identity in Chetan Bhagat's novels, One Night at the Call Center and Two States, The Story of My Marriage.
Hello everyone, I am Khushi Rathod. Today is my dissertation topic is global capitalism and cultural hegemony, middle class identity in Chetan Bhagat novel One Night Call Center and Two State, The Story of My Marriage. This is the table of content. First chapter introduction. In this dissertation, I explored the how global capitalism and cultural dominance shape in middle class identity in modern India. Case study is that Chetan Bhagat two novels. First, One Night Call Center, and second, Two State. To key focus is that examine the impact of economic, Western influence, and traditional values on the aspirations, challenges of the Indian middle class. Focus on the theory framework of first global capitalism and second culture hegemony. Firstly, global capitalism refer to an economic system that enables trade, financial market, and business to operate across the national border, facilitating the unrestricted movement of the goods, capital, and labor. Jeffrey F. Redin, this system has undergone the cyclical of expansion crisis and a recovery shaped by technological progress, government policies, and social transformation. Robinson, one key feature of this movement is that the information, the transitional capitalist class (TCC), and effect the rises of the truly translation capitalism and new global production and financial system in which all the nation and much of the humanity have been integrated either directly or indirectly. Second, what is culture hegemony? Antonio Gramsci said the ruling class maintain power not just through force but by shaping societal norms and beliefs. Gramsci divide society in two. Firstly, political society, and second, civil society. Gramsci's theory remains relevant today as a media, education, and Western influence uphold elite values and consumerism. Gender and racial stereotype reinforce the social hierarchy while capitalism depends inequality. Gramsci emphasized that true change requires both economic and ideological transformation, empowering marginalized groups to reshape the culture narratives. This is my hypothesis. Global capitalism and culture hegemony, as depicted in Chetan Bhagat, One Night Call Center and Two State, significantly shape and redefine the middle class identity in contemporary India, revealing a duality between aspiration for global integration and persistence of traditional cultural norms. This is my research question. Objective. Second chapter, literature review. In the second chapter, literature review, I focus on the global capitalism, second cultural hegemony, and third middle class identity in Chetan Bhagat, One Night Call Center, and Two State. I refer the two scholars, Jeffrey F. Redin and William I. Robinson for global capitalism, and the second, Antonio Gramsci for cultural hegemony. Both the global capitalism and culture hegemony, many articles review, and then culture Chetan Bhagat's both the novel One Night Call Center and Two State articles reviewing. Then my research gap is that Bhagat works reveals some gap in research. They do not fully explore the how global capitalism affect middle class identity outside urban and corporate setting. Furthermore, they overlook the intersection of class, caste, and regional identity, as well as the gender impact of globalization, particularly how women balance traditional roles and modern aspiration. Addressing this area would provide a more complete understanding of the evolving middle class identity in India. Third chapter, One Night Call Center. First point is that a middle class aspiration in neoliberal economy. Uh, Fedrin argued that global capitalism follows a cyclical pattern, economic expansion and crisis shaping global trade, financial policy, and labor market. In the novel, to see the how the novel reflect the Indian shift toward globalization to neoliberal economy. in the call center one night in global capital when Indian employees their western client but work under the poor condition. In the novel six different character in many situation different and to uh, work and the sham humorously compare with the himself with a truck driver and doctor working night shift, highlighting the strangeness and alight of this lifestyle. This quote to highlight the how sham compare himself because of the middle class aspiration to how the background is the poor and to complete her desire to working night shift, no any excuse. Second point, culture hegemony and influence of the West. Gramsci's culture hegemony allow the ruling class to maintain control through the ideology rather than the force. In this novel, to see how worker in the call center adopt the Western names, Sham, uh, Isha, and other character to other name to Sham as a Sam. Secondly, to Isha character is Isha's aspiration is a modeling with the Western beauty standard, showing how capitalists neglect personal identity and self-worth. And then novel critique the how globalization spread dominant ideology reinforcing economic inequality and slowly and steadily the fast foods culture another sign of the westernization and also portrayed the humorously but critically slowly and steadily to Indian culture to influence the west because of the night shift food. This quote is to highlight the how night shift and fast food culture to influence the Western culture. Third, the middle class aspiration in societal pressure. Gramsci argued that the capitalists aligned worker by making them internalize the system logic and forcing the unfulfilling labor. In the novel, the Bhagat critic how middle class aspiration revolve around the financial stability. This, in the novel, Sham, the protagonist, has leadership quality but lack of confidence and pursue his dream due to societal expectation. That to see how the Sham to leadership but not uh, his boss to uh, appreciate that quality. And second, the Radhika character struggle reflect the patriarchal pressure as workplace stress and traditional family expectation and leading to the emotional suffering. This uh, quote show elder respect act like a daughter-in-law. Radhika's husband to say that how this quote through see the, how the in the contemporary time to see how the patriarchal pressure in the society. Third, fourth, capitalism, exploitation, and existential crisis. Robinson argued that financial exploitation and capitalism desperate attempt to the sustain itself, growing the worker uprising suggests inevitable collapse. In the novel, to see how Sham hard work and ignore as his boss Bakshi takes credit for his work, highlighting the favoritism and workplace injustice. In the novel, Sham's character degree to see, but his boss Bakshi not appreciate his hard work and ignore them. Second character is to see how Isha faced the gender exploitation in modeling industry, reflecting how the capitalists commodify individual. And third character, Vroom, embodies the frustration with the globalization, openly criticizing how the Indian workforce survive Western economic without benefiting equality. In the contemporary time, many places to how the worker to his work not appreciate them and all the night shift to cover up all the company's workload. Fifth, resistance and agency. Gramsci's theory suggests that when workers recognize their exploitation, they begin the resist dominant ideology. In the novel, to see how the symbolize the phone call from God, and which act all the character wake up for encouraging them and reclaim the autonomy. And then Sham and his all the colleagues resist Bakshish by explaining his unethical actions, showing worker resistance against corporation operation. And second character, Radhika, after suffering in a patriarchal marriage, finds courage to leave her cheating husband, rejecting traditional expectation. And fourth, in chapter number 4, who states the story of capitalism and middle class aspiration. Fredin argued that the global capitalism has shaped the middle class aspiration by influencing career choices, financial stability, and consumer-driven lifestyle. In the novel, to see how the Krish job as a Citibank represents the influence of the global corporate culture, while financial stability in private over the emotional fulfillment. In two state portrays how education, career ambition, and financial success shape the middle class aspiration in the modern India. The novel highlights the rise of consumerism as a Krish mother value wealth and status in marriage, while Ananya's family prioritize education and intellectual achievement. In the contemporary time, many character, many places to see how the not not their fulfillment, but firstly prioritize uh, job because of the lack of the money. And second, culture hegemony and intercaste conflict. Gramsci defined the culture hegemony and ruling class maintaining the power through the ideological control rather than the force. In the novel, this quote, these South Indian don't know how to control their daughter from Hema Malini to Sri Devi, all of them trying to catch Punjabi men. In the novel, Hema Malini and Sri Devi, both the heroines to marry Punjabi family men. In Krish mothers in Punjabi not accept the Ananya's culture and family background. In the real life, many places now the interclass caste conflict continue, not accept their love because of the intercaste problems. Third point is the role of education and career in class formation. Fredin argued that education serves as a tool for upward mobility, but also reinforces class division. Higher education, particularly elite institution, act as a gatekeeper, allowing only certain individual access to high-paying corporate job. In the novel, Krish IM degree give him access to corporate success, but his mother is as a status symbol rather than personal achievement. Quote, in the Punjabi house, they want girl with big dowry, while as a South Indian household, the importance of is being given into education and success. In the Punjabi family, means Krish mothers to first priorities is the not education but the class means money, and opposite the Ananya's family to importance of the education and not money. Fourth point is gender capitalism and middle class morality. Ananyas represent the modern Indian woman who values education, independence, and equality in relationship. She refused to accept dowry culture, challenging to traditional expectation. In quote, so you are saying you won't marry if the car is not bigger. Krish mother represent the traditional gender roles. See marriage as a financial transition rather than emotional bond. In the novel, Krish mothers believe that dowry and all the first priority is financial money. And but Ananya's reject because of the she believes that not dowry culture is accept because of the this is the not accept that. Fifth, love, marriage, and market economy. Fredin argued that marriage is a capitalist society increasingly follow economic rationality where the financial stability outweigh emotional capability. This quote is to see how the how, love, marriage, and in the novel, see how the Krish mothers to first priority is the not love, but first priority is the money. In the real life, to see how the many uh, marriage website to see how the information girls and boys to, and then economic to create and this in the novel Bhagat critic how marriage is treated as a financial transaction in middle class society. The novel critic capitalism role in marriage, where love must align with the financial expectation to be a social expected. And 6 point language, culture, assimilation, and power structure. Language plays a major role in the reinforcing culture, dominance, and exclusion. Krish struggle with the Tamil customs and language, feeling alienated. The corporate world promote the culture assimilation, but biases remain outside the workplace. The novel highlights the North Indian dominance, where Hindi and Punjabi tradition are often prioritized in Indian society. In the novel, to see how the language and culture, to see both the main protagonists to different culture, and then uh, uh, conversation be different language. Communication with di- problem. In chapter number 5, conclusion. In the 3 and 4 chapter, to examine how the global capitalism and cultural dominance shape the middle class identity in both the novels. Focus on the economic liberalization, corporate culture, and Western influence. How the novel character, how Western influence to see economic highlighted the workplace, family expectation, and social economic mobility. I find key findings that first is that economic success does not remove cultural pressure. Modernity and tradition coexist in a hybrid form. Second point is I finding the call center and symbolize the globalization dual nature, offering the financial growth but cultural alienation. Family expectation, caste, and regional identity still dominate marriage and career choices. Limitation and future research need to study rural middle class experience. Second, analysis the class, gender, and caste needed. Third, the comparison Bhagat no, other work with the other author like Arvind Adiga, Jhumpa Lahiri, and other Indian authors. Impact of the digital globalization and work personal life. And last, exploring the stress work life balance and mental health in the westernized corporate job. All the points is the future research and limitation. And last final conclusion, middle class identity is shaped by both the capitalism and culture tradition. Globalization does not erase the traditional norms, instead reshape them, fit modern aspiration. Future study explore how the new job market, technology, and evolving culture norms reshape identity. This is the bibliography, primary resources, secondary sources. Thank you. If any question, free feel to ask.
So, Khushi, according to your perspective, in two states, if Krish and Ananya were from the same cultural background but different economic classes, would their struggles remain the same?
Hardly. Into state, in my perspective, if Krish and Ananya were from the same cultural background but different economic classes to financial struggle, they're both the convinced that family to accept the love and love and background, but still in India to big barrier of the caste and love marriage because of the different culture and economics classes.
So, Khushi, in your view, if One Night at the Call Center had a female protagonist instead of Shyam, how would the novel's critique of capitalism and cultural expectations shift?
Okay, Priyansh. In my view, if One Night Call Center had a female protagonist instead of this Shyam, in the female protagonist, many faces problems in the job places and second job places and office. First, in that marriage, uh, many timing period to adjustment family to work both the parallel to workload. So my opinion is that if female character instead of the male, female character always female character always to many problems to face and he's prove that she she all the manage work and family both the.
Okay, there is one question from Professor Kalyan Chattopadhyay, and he's asking, do you think we can read One Night at the Call Center as a subaltern text, taking BPO, that is business process outsourcing workers, people who are working in call centers, as modern subalterns?
Uh, I think One Night as a subaltern takes taking BPO worker as a modern subaltern. In my view, yes, because of the subaltern means not speaking things, anything. In a One Night Call Center, all the characters not appreciate as a, her his boss and as a pretend as a subaltern character same not any appreciate his boss as a modern subaltern. Yes, One Night as a subaltern text.